First of all, let's talk about SCOTUS and social media first. Now, maybe you saw this, the Supreme Court has been unrolling rulings on a number of different big topics. And one of them was this concept of whether the federal government has the ability or should have the legal right to suppress information, commentary, posts on social media. Should the federal government be able to interfere with X or Facebook and tell them that's not true, take it down? Whether they're forcibly telling them to take it down or they're strongly recommending them to take it down. The question is, should the government be involved in the policing of speech in the first place? Now, in my opinion, the First Amendment says no, that government shouldn't be involved in violating the freedom of the press or freedom of speech. Now, we saw all this come out with COVID, and there were conspiracy theories about COVID, a lot of bullshit conspiracy theories that needed to rightfully be called out. But the question is who should call it out? In other words, who is the authority that know what is true and what is false? And, do we want to appoint a political figure or someone appointed by a political figure to be the arbiter on the truth? In my opinion, that's like Orwellian. This is like 1984 kind of thing where the federal government is in there manipulating the system. You saw this when they dragged Mark Zuckerberg and a lot of other tech company CEOs in front of Congress, and they got, they got the wagging finger in their face, downbeating them about their platforms, telling them they got to police it, yada, yada. Well, the Supreme Court said it's legal. It is okay for the federal government to tell social media companies what's true, what's not true. Now, I don't know the detail, if they can demand it, if they can coerce them, but to me, this is mind-blowing. It's a violation of the First Amendment. And on top of it, if you're ever on X, there's a feature called Community Notes, which I think is terrific, where the people that run X will objectively respond to certain posts and explain that this is a hoax, this is fake, and they'll include links to prove what's true and what's not true. And that's the platform's own way of policing themselves. And I think that's the right way to do it. And I think it's incumbent upon us as individuals to call out the bullshit. And we can do that in social media in a lot of different ways. It's just dangerous when the government is the one making the decision on what's true and what's false, what's true and what's a lie. Because, really, do you want a lying politician to be the arbiter of truth? Do you want a politician that supports alternative facts to be the judge of what's true and what's false? I don't. I would hate for anyone else to want that. Now,